Our Wednesday webinar. Today you're going to see about the setting of front drawers and interior drawers, and also how to select and make the position correctly for the drawers. So we will go through step by step, and we start with the interior drawers. Yeah. Also, you see here in the tabs, you see here the interior tab, and here you can find the interior drawers, and here in the front tab, you see the front drawers. Yeah, before we start, we will change the width of the cabinet, and we apply two verticals. Yeah, and when you have any questions, I will also keep an eye on a chat and just write your question in the chat. So for now, let's start. Yeah, we click here on the interior tab, and here you see the drop-down menu for the interior drawers. Here it's important, before you drag and drop an interior drawer, that you make here the setting of the height. Like when it should be 200, you type in 200. So the depth you can keep empty. Yeah, because then it changed automatically the maximum of the depth. Yeah, but when you have anything here on the back, you can make it smaller. So, which is also important, is to set up here a distance to bottom or distance to top. Yeah, when you want to have like 20 mil gap to the bottom, it's important to type this in here. And here you can choose your hardware for the interior drawer. So when you have made the choice, then you can drag this in here and let it drop. Yeah. So you see the drawer box is set. You can also measure it. Yeah, when you keep the control button pressed, you can click here on this point, and here also on this point, and you see the difference dz in the high direction. You see here the dimensions is 20 mil. Yeah, how we wanted to have it. So yeah, and when you want to set a second one with where the gap should be higher, then you can here also set it like to 50. Yeah, and when you want to have two of it, then you can here also type in 2, and you just drag it and drop it in here, and you see it's automatically adapting. Yeah, you can here also measure it, and you see here the distance is 50. Yeah, what is important to consider is that you can't change it afterwards. Yeah, for the interior drawers, once they are set, you cannot change the position. That is a difference to the front drawer. We will come in the next step to it. Yeah, but I want to show you how you manage it when you want to make a change. Yeah, let's say you want to have other gaps and other sizes, then you type in here 0. Yeah, and then you drag and drop 0 interior drawers in here. Yeah, then it's like deleted. So, and then you can here make your choice. Yeah, and here you can change the height, for example, and here also the distance. Yeah, and then it's adapting. As it is important to consider. It's also important. I will have a webinar about this in 2 weeks. Yeah, about the setting of the drawer box. Yeah, because here you can also make your setting how the box should look. Yeah, but in this webinar, it's about how to select it and how to bring it in the right position. Yeah, and also when you want to make a change, yeah, when you want to here add still one more, you just drag it and drop it in here. So also there's also often coming the questions about distance panel when you have a door in here. Yeah, let's say we go to front and you add here a door. Yeah, just a left door. You just drag it and drop it on here, and we can make here the glass view. And here you see it's automatically coming a distance panel for the hinges. Yeah, or maybe it's better to just draw it with open fronts. See here's a distance panel. Yeah, and it has a distance when you measure it of 20 mil. Yeah, and you can make the change of the distance panel here in the setting for the hinges. Yeah, when you go here to left door, you see here in this case you're using the Bloom clip top 120 degree. You go here in setting. So, and here when you choose the clip top for a blind, not for a blind corner, for overlay, yeah, then you see here the geometry of the drilling pattern. Yeah, and here you can change the distance for interior drawers. Yeah, so when you want to change it to, let's say 25, yeah, you type in here 25. Yeah, so this is the right one. Yeah, here you need to pay attention that you have the family, and here you can change a thing for every single case. Yeah, so in this case it's full overlay. So, and here we change it to 25. And when you save this, you pressed. You see it's 25. So, yeah, that is the way how to change the thickness of the distance panel. Yeah, and also when you click here on a front tab, yeah, I just remind you that is now closed. You can draw it open with open fronts and with visible fronts. When you click here and you delete the front, then you see it's automatically going away. Yeah. When you say you want to have a double door, then you drag it and drop it here, and then you see you get it for both sides. Yeah, because you have the hinges for both sides. Yeah, and now you know how to change the thickness of the distance panel. All right. I think this is clear so far. Now you know how to make the setting here for the interior drawers. Yeah, how to choose the hardware, how to change the distance of the distance panel, yeah, how to delete it. And now we are coming to the front drawers, yeah. So front drawers are more easy to handle because here the height of the drawer box, you can keep it empty because they are related to the front, yeah. When you say you want to have here 3 drawer fronts with a Movento and you drag it and drop it in here. And now we are going to the wireframe. Yeah, you see here the sizes of the box and the drillings for the hardware. So maybe I also show it here in the view with open fronts. Yeah, then it's more easier and the smart links for the fronts are still visible. So you can also add here one more. Yeah, when you add here one more, you type in number 1, and here you can choose, shall it be up here or beneath here, and then you see it's adapting. So also when you want to delete it later on, you just click here on this front smart click and you can click delete. Yeah, and here you can also make changes of the sizes for the fronts. Yeah, you can click here on the smart click and here you can change the height. Yeah, here's number 1. That means they are related in relation 1 to 1 to each other. And when you type in here 150 and confirm it with enter, then it goes to 150. And you see here the drawer boxes doesn't get bigger. That means we need to check here in the front. Yeah, you can here also click on the front smart click and here in the setting for the front. And here you see the height of the front. That is for the hinges. We don't need it for now. What is more important here, the maximum height of the wooden drawer. Yeah, you can here in my default setting, it's limited. Yeah, when you type in here 300 and save this, then you see they are getting higher. Yeah. So I also recognize now. Yeah, that is fine. That's my default. I'm surprised about it. But here, when you click on a smart click for the front and here on a setting, yeah, you can here also set up not only the maximum height, you can here also choose the type of the drawer. Yeah, therefore I will have a separate webinar about the type of the drawer. Yeah, here the depth and the maximum height of the wooden drawer. So, and here that is also important, that is the space below, on top, left, right, and inside. And here also the half of the space inside when you're using a double door. Yeah, I show you what this means. Yeah, when you click also on here, yeah, when you type in here 3 and you put in here 3 drawers as well, then you have the gap here. Yeah, it's here 3 mil Yeah, and also here between these both, it's also 3 mil. So when you say, okay, you click here on the smart clicks and you say, okay, the horizontal jaw also passing through. Yeah, it's still 3 mil. But when you now double them up, then you have here 6 mil. Yeah, because it's like here, you have here 3 mil. Yeah, from the corner to the edge of the front drawer. So, and here you have this twice. Yeah, because you have a double, you double them up, and that's why you have here 3 mil, and here on the other side also 3 mil. Yeah, and when you click on here, and you go in the setting, and you type in here 1.5, and you save it, yeah, then it's a 3 mil. So that is important to know. And here it's still also 3 mil. Yeah. So when you, that's why you can change it individually. So I think that is also clear. Yeah. If not, just let me know in the chat comments. So, all right. Here I also want to delete this because I want to show you something else. You can also click here for on the smart click for the area, click on here and delete the whole area. Yeah. You can here delete every single one by one. Yeah, and you can add here one more, one by one. So when you click also on here and you go to the height and you type in 2, yeah, then it's related in relation 1 to 1 to 2 to each other. Yeah, and you can draw it with open fronts and also with visible fronts. So let's say you have fittings beneath here, yeah, and you don't want to have such a deep drawer, yeah. So then you can change it. We will go here to the wireframe. You see here it's going through, yeah. So when you delete this one, the first one here, then you can delete it. Yeah, and when you say, okay, you want to have here a drawer with a depth of 300, then the program thinks, okay, the space here for this area is not like here in the y direction 529. Yeah, then it thinks when you type in here 300, it's 300. Yeah, and when you now add here one drawer on top of here, yeah, and you draw them open, yeah, then you see here the drawer is smaller. Yeah, we can also close it again and see it here in the wireframe. Yeah, that is how you can build it also step by step. Yeah, that is also the same principle here for the interior drawers. I can here also choose the depth of it. Yeah, let's say you want to have here 1 450, and the height should be here 100. Yeah, then you can here also say, okay, the distance to top should be 25. Yeah, and then you can also set like 2 interior drawers here on the right cabinet. I want to make them also 300, then it's more clearly to see. Yeah, you see I made the position on top, and you see here, you have here the gap. Yeah, and let's say you want to here underneath also a front drawer, then you can also click here on front, add here the front drawer, and here you can also limit the height to 300. Yeah, when you are unsure how your default is. And here the depths can be deleted. And you can here also set here the front drawer also on top of this. Yeah, then you see how it looks. Yeah, when you draw it with open front, yeah, then you have can have the front drawers, and here on top of it also interior drawers, which are independent from the front drawer. Yeah, that is also possible. And also with a different size of it. So step back again, I show you here again. So distance bottom, like 25. Yeah, here for the interior drawers, you can also build some right. Now that seems also to be clear. And now you know how to handle the interior drawers and the front drawers. Yeah, what are the differences? Yeah, how to change the height, the width of it. And yeah, when you have any more questions about it, yeah, you're also welcome to create a ticket. Therefore, you click here on help. And when you click here on hotline zip, that is really important in this case. You see here the hotline zip getting overwritten. And here's also your hardware. Here is your default setting. Yeah, and here also your current project. It's important that you send us your file that we can check your individual setup. And you click here on web formula, and you got opened here the form, and you type in your name, email address, and here you attach the hotline zip file. Yeah, you know, I showed you where you can find it. It's in the TrunCAD folder, in the backup folder. Here's a hotline zip folder. So you just type in your subject and your issue, and then we can help you. Yeah, after you submit it, you also receive an email with your ticket number. All right, now it's closed, and yeah, then I wish you also all the best, that it's suitable for you. Yeah, that you can adjust your shelves. And yeah, one more thing also, which is important. Yeah, when you click on here, let's say, yeah, you click on the settings, and you need therefore to have your front, yeah, and you want to save this as a default, yeah, that you don't need to change it every time. Yeah, you save it here for the single case, yeah, and then you can also go here to interior. Yeah, you can delete everything. Yeah, how I showed you. Yeah, you can click it, delete it here step by step, or here the interior. So also here, this, you delete this, and you type in your measurements, and then you can click on file and save it as a standard. Here you click yes, yeah, and then that is your default setting. Yeah, and also here, this is also saved. Yeah, your hardware, as well as for the front, your hardware. Yeah, the height, the depth. That is now your default after you have saved it. All right. Now we are on the end. Thank you for your attention, for watching this video, and yeah, we are looking forward and successful cooperation. So take care and bye-bye.